Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nazmi Fathonah and today I'm going to do a presentation and explain to you a summary about one article made by Abdul Halik Ernasution. The title is YouTube as a Media in English Language Teaching or ELT Context, Teaching Procedure Text. Now, let's get started. The first one is introduction. Teaching using a media is a must because it gives a lot of advantages and can help the student to improve their skill, especially for language learner. For example, YouTube. This media is really effective for teaching and learning activity because the student can access a variety of video that contain the material they currently learned. It also helps the student to improve by practicing their listening and comprehension skill as they are watching a video on YouTube. Besides that, reading, writing, and even speaking activities can be structured around YouTube videos. So YouTube is a perfect media for students to improve their skills. Next is research objectives. This study aimed to check whether YouTube is useful or not as a learning media if we make it as a support in teaching and learning process. As we all know, media is one of the tools that can help the teacher in teaching and learning process in class, especially in EFL classroom. There are two kinds of media such as audio and visuals. In this research, the writers want to use a video as media in the teaching and learning process, especially videos on YouTube. Next is methods. There are three methods. The first one is the teacher needs to understand the video they're going to use in the teaching learning activities. The next one is adjust the YouTube video that we're going to use in learning activities so it matches to the level of language student have. And the last one is choose the appropriate video on the syllabus that is applied. If we use these three methods correctly, it is likely the learning outcomes later will come out greatly. The next one is result and discussion. There are 4 points in this slide. The first one is cognitive reasons, audiovisuals, multiple learning styles, audiovisuals, effective reason, and the last one is activities using YouTube. I will try to explain one by one these 4 points. The first one, cognitive reason, audiovisual. Videos on YouTube provide us with audiovisual media. So while listening to the audio from the video itself, students can also interpret body language or other nonverbal paralinguistic information which may aid their comprehension. And if the video involving human speech in an interactive context, for example. And a study by Heron in 1955 suggests that when a visual stimulus is used in the learning process with spoken language, student comprehension scores in the study of English improve significantly. There's also numerous other studies that support the use of video in language classroom based on the importance of including nonverbal paralinguistic component of communication to assist learners in their understanding and construction of meaning when conducting listening activities. The cognitive support provided by video in language classroom has been studied where some, such as Medina, and find that it may help second language learner acquire vocabulary and grammar, improve their spelling, and develop the linguistic skill of reading, writing, speaking, and even listening. The second one is audiovisuals, multiple learning style. A YouTube video seems appealing to multiple learning styles like oral, visual, and kinesthetic learners. Oral learning style prefer information that is spoken or heard, which is the audio from YouTube videos, and then visual learning style process knowledge from maps, charts, diagram, etc. And of course, all of these things can be shown in the video from YouTube. And the last one is kinesthetic learning styles. It is process knowledge through bodily sensation. The key point about kinesthetic learner is that they can learn from either real or simulated experiences, which can be interpreted as a learning from movies or other models of the foreign language in use. And the third one is audiovisual affective present. YouTube may present language teachers with a usable medium of introducing language points, finding topic for discussion, or even example of authentic English with proper guidance and suggested video available on the site. However, attention should be taken when selecting videos for use with young or adolescent learners due to the adult natures of some YouTube videos. So teachers should be careful when searching for videos on YouTube to use as appropriate teaching materials. And the last one is activities using YouTube. There are 4 steps in this point. The first one is preparation stage. So the teacher explain each stage of activity that class gonna do for that day. And the second one is dictation stage. The learner listens to a text read by the teacher or from a video from YouTube at least 2 times. And after that, the student should make a procedure take based on the video that they had listened. And the third one is reconstruction stage. So the learners work together in a pair or in a small groups to reconstruct the text, and after that the first group will present their text in front of the class, and the other group will comment or give suggestions about those texts. And the last one is closing stage, and in this stage the teacher reviews the material that they give to the student in the class and ask student to conclude it. Lastly, the teacher will give them a test. Okay, the next one is conclusion. So based on the research, using YouTube as a learning media will benefit the student, such as giving them motivation and reference to learn something. Besides that, YouTube can be very useful for teachers, especially in supporting teaching learning process. Okay, maybe that's all for today's presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.